Daelix, and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I figured with all the new information of the 6th series that just got announced, we don't even have a name for it yet at this point. The end of Arc 5, as well as the upcoming movie, I figured, why not do some of this? Since I have a lot of information for Yu-Gi-Oh! Regarding its creation and everything. So, let's dive right in. The first duel between Yugi and Kaiba. That afternoon, Yugi and his friends went to Grandpa's game shop. Yugi wanted to show his friends his Grandpa's prized possession. Gramps, could you show my friends your awesome super rare card? Rare card? Oh, you mean my special card? Please, please! Haha, how could I refuse? You kids are in for a treat. I don't take this card out too often. Ready? Here it is. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. So rare, so powerful, I never let it leave my hands. Even though that's the wrong artwork, and it's supposed to, the line's supposed to be there's so powerful, so rare and powerful that there's only 4 in existence. But there's the rest of the line. This card is priceless. There are only 4 of them in the world. I still think they should have a reboot reality where that isn't the case, but suddenly a classmate from school ran into the shop. His name was Seto Kaiba, the young CEO of Kaiba Corp. He had found the card he was looking for. Name your price for that Blue Eyes. I can pay anything you ask. And you're wearing the wrong outfit, Kaiba. Total wrong outfit. I'm sure you could, but this card is worth more to me than you could ever offer. Senile old fool. Kaiba stormed out of Grandpa's shop. The team was disturbed by Kaiba's obsession with Blue Eyes White Dragon. Just wait until you get to know him. He makes a jet. He makes computers. He makes stadiums. He probably makes a few unmentionable things, all in the shape of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I mean, look at the thing. Blue Eyes begins to look phallic if you look at it. The next day, when Yugi came back to the store with his friends, he found Grandpa was gone. When the phone rang, it was Kaiba on the other end, mocking Yugi that he kidnapped his grandfather and took him to Kaiba Corp. Even though this is all just a retelling of something he did far worse in the manga. This is just a lighter variation. Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Corp and found Grandpa lying on the floor, defeated. Grandpa, are you okay? Yugi, I failed. I wanted to teach that boy Kaiba a lesson about the art of the cards, but I lost. Grandpa! How's the old man feeling? Kaiba, you sleaze. What have you done to him? Oh, that's totally a bad Joey voice. That's horrible Joey voice. We had a duel, that's all. With each of us putting up our most valuable cards as the prize. But I guess playing against a champion like myself was too much stimulation for the old fool. Kaiba, you should be ashamed of yourself. Look at the sweet prize I won. Kaiba held up Grandpa's Blue Eyes White Dragon card and ripped it in half. Grandpa's most treasured card. Blue Eyes White Dragon is a rare and powerful card, and this one will never be used against me. I'm trying to follow that logic. Blue Eyes White Dragon, my treasure. Grandpa, hold on. How could you do such a thing? You take this. Grandpa? I built this deck. I put my soul in the cards, and I taught you everything I know. You take my cards and teach Kaiba respect for the heart of the cards. Even though, because he didn't build the deck, it shouldn't work. But... okay, Grandpa, I'll do it. Are you ready to play, Runt? Playtime is over, Kaiba. Yu-Gi-Oh! Kai was taken back by Yugi's sudden transformation. It was almost like he was a magical girl that he just transformed right in front of his eyes. Wait, what? It seemed like he had become a different person, as if he had more confidence and powerful, was more confident and powerful than before. Helps if I read the words, not make up my own. Kaiba, prepare yourself, because it's time to duel! I'm running with all the story decks, but okay. Basically, I wanted to play this for a chance to talk about a few things. Some things that people might not know, such as Yu-Gi-Oh! Being originally based on a horror manga. The original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was meant to be... The manga of it was meant to be a serialized thing of every week. New games, new challenges, and Yugi beating certain... And essentially, if you look at the original manga, Yami Yugi or Dark Yugi goes through some pretty horrifying things in treatment. Oh crud. That's not a good lead. That is so not a good lead. Blue Eyes right off the bat. Kaiba, did you know you're supposed to wait 3 turns? But it was the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was meant to be a horror manga. So, if you look at it, it was pretty brutal, the shadow games and whatnot, the punishments Yugi dished out. But the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually stated in an interview that when the popularity of the Duel Monsters aspect of it took over, he felt so much relief, because all of a sudden he didn't have to come up with new games and new punishments every week. Which, gotta hand it to him. He was pretty impressive for doing that. And he liked the way he equates it was he was finally free, because he didn't have to keep making it all the time. Sword Stalker, huh? And then it was literally just come up with the cards, not new scenarios, new punishment games, and new challenges and whatnot. Which makes complete sense. Okay, Kaiba. Let's see how you deal with my Dark Magician. As long as you don't bust out Blue Eyes White Dragon on my ass. Or you just negate attack me. But what a lot of people don't realize is, on top of a horror manga, the original Duel Monsters, the reason at the time Blue Eyes White Dragon was the strongest card was because it was based on the original concept of Duel Monsters was based on D&D. Thus, the levels make sense. Like, you look at something like Soldier of Stone, level 3 thing, really high defensive, but it's a stone warrior. Or Gaia, which was the reason they're leveled like this is like a level 7 warrior would be, or a level 7 magician in D&D would be a very strong character. Because most D&D campaigns, the characters don't make it out of level 10. And that's why Blue Eyes White Dragon is a level 8 dragon. It was meant to be the creme de la creme, the best you could get. And that's just how the game was. Like, if you look at some of the basic some of the characters that were made. Yes, I refer to the cards as actual characters because that's what they are. They are characters with how much they grow in the series. Like, Celtic Guardian is an elf warrior, a basic level 4 warrior, which, if you look at a lot of the weaker cards, they're really weak for some reason, and that's because leveling up in D&D would have you fairly weak until you hit, like, level 4. But you can clearly see Elf Swordsman, right? And that's just kind of what he is. But then you have stuff like Dark Magician, which is a level 7 spellcaster, like I was saying. Really high power in something like D&D. Things kind of got out of hand after a certain point, but the original concept for duel monsters were they're based on D&D things. You were supposed to be essentially taking the role of the DM. You take control of your party, you put them in scenarios, and the opposing player is the other DM, throwing monsters and whatnot. It draws back to, if anyone ever read the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga, or saw the first duel with Bakura. Like the not duel, but the actual board game, like when they're playing tabletop, which is they're basically playing D&D. What do you think now, Kaiba? I have your blue eyes. I'll take my grandpa's blue eyes back. But yeah, it's the game was more based on something like Dungeons and Dragons. It just kind of got out of hand at a certain point. You only play for power, Kaiba. That is why you lost. But if you put your heart in the game, there's nothing you can't do. Yeah, except that's your grandpa's deck, so his heart should be in those cards, not yours. There's also the duel spread quickly, and a mysterious one-eyed man gets news of Yugi's victory. It seems Kaiba boy has been defeated in a duel. I must learn more about this Yugi Moto. You don't sound absolutely flamboyant there, Pegasus, not at all. But thank you for joining me for the first part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I've been Dark Daelix, and I'll see you in the next one. Later!